Hi guys. Got my new glasses. Just jump right into that because I think that was one of my can't think of what it is. Look, first thing to turn on the video, mine goes blank. How many other people do this? Like I have everything I want to tell you in my mind, and as soon as I click that play button, it's like whew, I can even write it down and forget. Um, my Christmas vlogs that I did, I only lasted a week, let me tell you. But it was a fun week. It really was. I think it lasted 7 days. I'm not sure. And then I did maybe one or two more little here or there. I think I bit off a little more than I could chew, especially down around that busy season. So it is nighttime, so it's probably kind of dark. I don't know. It may not be though. I turned my other light on, hoping that would help shine some light on the subject here, which is me. But so a few things I wanted to come in and say, I am sorry. I did have good intentions about doing the whole Vlogmas. That's what it's called. Look, I knew it would come to me. So I had good intentions about doing the Vlogmas, had tons of ideals, and it just got to be too much with everything else was going on in life. So next time I say I'm gonna do something like that, I'm gonna make sure that I can, because I hated that I couldn't. I had some really good ideals. Well, that, and I'm still kind of learning, I'm still really learning how to edit these videos. And so it's a process for me, okay? But anyway, one thing I am going to get on here and do, it's, 2019, it's January, today is January 7th of 2019, and so we're 7 days into the new year. Woohoo! And actually, it hasn't been horrid. It's been okay. A few things have happened, but that's life, right? Life happens. So everybody does, like New Year's resolutions. I don't do resolutions because I won't keep them. So I stopped doing those. And what I do is I just give myself goals for 2019, and I try not to stress myself out over them, because who needs more stress in their life? Nobody, right? Okay. So, but one of my goals is, one, to get healthier. Obviously, this mama has not missed any meals, and so as I get older, I've already had a heart attack. That was back in 2015. I had a heart attack, a mild heart attack, but it was a heart attack still. And in 2014, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And so I've kind of been working each year, just kind of like chomping a little bit more off of, more exercising. I lose weight and I gain weight, and I lose weight and I gain weight. I'm on that teeter-totter that a lot of us get on. I have a food addiction. I love food. I have a sweet tooth like no other. Anything, cookies, candies, cakes. Oh, yeah, I love to bake, and I love to cook. So that's been, I kind of do it to myself. I was really bad about buying boxed or frozen meals, like the big family size entree type things with the meat patties or whatever in them, and potatoes with it, some corn. Talk about your starchy meal. We just didn't eat the best. My older two boys, I think I've mentioned that on here. I am a mom of 3 boys. a 25, a 24, and a 14-year-old. The only one living at home is the 14-year-old right now. The other two are out in the world. So this has been quite a while back that we used to eat really cruddy, just not knowing any better, you know, because a lot you just don't. I mean, in this day and age, holy moly. So anyway, before I get like off this train track here, let's chug along. So I'm gonna go push forward here, and we just didn't eat the healthiest. Well, then when I figured out, and I want to say, I don't remember. I think it was before the heart attack. I think it was before ulcerative colitis. I wasn't eating the best, but we were figuring out, you know, we didn't want to quite run down that road we were running down. So we were trying to find healthier recipes, lighter things to eat, and we would be real good at it for a while. And then the sugar monster would get the best of me. My husband's more of a salty, potato chips, crackers, like kind of like a adult Lunchable. Like if you get some crackers and some pepperoni, some salami, some cheese, and you make those little cracker things. Yeah, loves those. I love those too, don't get me wrong. But you know, we were the perfect mixture of he liked the salty and I liked the sweet. So fast forward a little bit, we were trying to figure this out, this whole eating and being healthy thing out. We did start exercising. Now when I had my heart attack, we did start exercising a lot more, like every day. Trying to make sure we either got out for walks, we did the treadmill, we have weights, exercise videos. So those, you know, they're a daily thing, but I think I need to add more to it, but I'm not doing that just yet. That is in one of my goals, but it's not just this moment. And so we did the Daniel plan, which really is a good, it's a healthier way to eat, and it's a lot of preparation, a lot of food prep, a lot of thinking. But I mean, we lost weight, we felt better because, you know, it cuts out a lot of stuff too. But still, even with that, we were only supposed to stop for a little while, and we ended up stopping for a very long while. So then back to my ulcerative colitis. If you've ever heard of it, it's supposedly an autoimmune disease. I said supposedly. It's an autoimmune disease. That's what right now they're categorizing as. I can't talk for nothing tonight. I'm tired. And also, this is the first day of a new eating plan, which I'm going to get to in just a minute. But anyway, so there's not, I mean, some people say food does mess with your UC. Some people says food does not. It's a huge, nobody knows. All right, so I just got a phone call and cut me off the recording. So I think I was talking about, we had tried the Daniel plan, and it actually was a good plan. There's nothing wrong with it. You do have to stick with it, though. That's one thing that I think we're learning is once you start eating healthier, you need to keep eating healthier. Oh, I know what I was talking about, my ulcerative colitis. So anyway, I was like, I wonder if I do have like food intolerances and stuff, because I did as a baby and a child, and so I'm just kind of wondering if I do. I don't know, because people can have them and not even know. So two of my goals was, one, I really want to know if I do have like some kind of intolerance towards something, and two, I want to know which foods maybe mess with my body and make me not feel so good, or make my tummy hurt, or just anything like that. And three, I want to be healthier. I want to be alive. I have 2 grandbabies from my 25-year-old son and his wife. Right now they're 3 and almost 4 months. Oh my goodness. Tobias is 3 and Grayson is almost 4 months. So I want to be alive to see them grow up and, You know, I have another son who's 24, and I would like for him, you know, when he decides to get married and settle down, I'd like to be able to see his children. And my 14-year-old, I mean, at one point in time, he's going to settle down, and I would like to see his children. Or if he doesn't, I still would like to see him through life for a while. I just don't want to expire yet, you know, unless it's God's plan, which, you know, that's just that. But so I did some research trying to find, I thought, well, we could do the Daniel plan again, but the problem with the Daniel plan is it's good. Like I said, it's good, but there's still some grains and stuff in it that I wasn't sure about. And also, I don't know. I still use the Daniel plan recipes. There are some darn good recipes in there, and it's healthy and it's great. And I still do use the recipes and stuff. But then I did some research and I found, and I'm kind of a little late on this bandwagon. I know this has been around for a while, but I did some research, and then I also went to the library. And every time I go to the library, I have to look at cookbooks because Alicia loves to cook and bake. So I always come home with at least 1 or 2 cookbooks. And one of the cookbooks I came home with was the Whole30. Now this is my copy. I actually returned the library's copy and bought my own. And then of course I bought Tasty, the Tasty cookbook. Yeah, you know, like on Facebook and all that stuff. And I think they got I'm pretty sure they got a YouTube channel about all the wonderfully good food that you can make. But oh my goodness, it's not so good for you. But anyway, so I sat down and I actually had to renew this book a couple times because I sat down with it and was like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh my, no, I could never do that. You know, that's just the mindset of it. Well, then I sat down and really read through it and thought about it, and I thought, this is actually what I'm looking for. So basically, this is like an elimination diet. It takes away all things dairy, grains. I know I probably won't list all of them on here because I don't know them off the top of my head. I have to refer to this book quite a bit. Sugar. Takes away sugar of any kind. Dairy. Basically, you're eating meats, lean, good meats. They're saying like organic and grass-fed, you know, that stuff's more. But, you know, some of us are on a budget and we can't always afford to get the best meat. So they said that, you know, it's okay to get just normal meat too. But when you can splurge and get you some really good stuff. We'll be on the both ends of that. So you're eating meats, veggies, except for peas and corn, which are part of ligaments. You can't have any ligaments, which is like peanuts, beans, and peas and corn, I'm pretty sure. But now green beans are on there, but they do allow you to have more green bean because they are more vegetable than they are bean. Didn't know that. Okay, so it's just what I've been reading in my Whole30 book. So, so we're trying it, me and my husband. So anyway, this was like before Christmas this happened. I sat him down and I talked to him and I told him what this entails. And I was like, you know, I think this would be good for both of us if we could just get through. It's only 30 days. Okay, let me just say something about that. It's only 30 days. I think that's a little misleading. And here's why. It is a 30-day thing. You try it for 30 days. But then if you're really wanting to know what your body's not tolerating well, you have to do the reintroduction. Now that can take another 30 to, I think, 45 days or something like that. Because you introduce one thing, you know, one category, or one, like they have in here first introduce alcohol, because you can have any kind of alcohol, and see how your body, and you have to like wait for like 3 to 4 days and see how your body reacts before you can try something else. Well, there's a lot of things to try. So this could take a lot longer than 30 days. However, if you are just doing it to try to eat healthier, then you could do this for 30 days and jump off of it and that be that. That's, your prerogative. However, my whole thing for doing this is for the reintroduction phase of it. So I'm going to be on this for a while, hoping I can do this justice. This is a little on the, I don't want to say it's hard, but like my local stores don't carry everything that you need. So I'm going to have to look online and like specialty stores maybe to get a few things. I have been finding a few things at my local stores, which helps a lot. Price wise, it is, healthier food is more expensive. But on the other end of that, I'm not buying all the sugary little Debbies or Twinkies or, Oreos or potato chips. My son, who's 14, I'm not making him really do this. He's going to eat what we eat, but he does have some snacks. He doesn't have any problems with him, and I just don't think he's a teenager, and I just don't want to do it to him. I know you're probably saying, oh, you should, that way you'll find out, but I mean, I don't know. That's just another subject. We're not doing it with him. So he will have chips, and he will have candy here and there, and if we go to a party, he will eat cake and ice cream. We will not. Just examples. So me and my husband, we talked about it. We're both on board at this moment. So this is January 7th. So this is going to be day 1. Day 30 will be, I don't know, I haven't counted it out yet. I need to do that so I know when my end date is. Because, some months have more days than the others. So I got to figure that out. That's a good thing now I just sat here and thought that. But anyway, so today's day 1. So I'm going to chronicle. I'm going to try to get on here each day. I'm not going to post each day. I'm going to try to post at the end of the week. Like a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday maybe. Or maybe even, I think I'm going to do that. The end of the week. I think I'm going to shoot for like Friday, maybe Saturday. We'll go with those 2 days. If it's really hectic, it may be a Sunday. But I'm going to get on here every day, and I'm going to be honest about what's going on and how it's going for me. And I may even tell you about some of my husband's stuff if he's okay with that. So today's day 1. Coffee. I love my coffee. Okay, so I figured out though, I don't really love coffee. I love creamer. I love the flavoring of the coffee. So, so that was interesting today. To try to drink black coffee. I told my husband I'm going to try each morning to drink a little to see if I just get accustomed to it. But I think too, so when I use all my creamers, it didn't really matter what kind of coffee you bought because you're jazzing it up with creamers, right? So I would just buy the Walmart brand or the Kroger brand or the Aldi brand or what have you, And if you actually like those brands, that's fine. And it may be that I like those brands too, but I'm just not used to them being black, nothing in them, no creamers or stuff. So I told my husband though, I want to try to get more of a name brand coffee, more of a, to see if there's a different flavor with the black coffee. So black coffee was not a good go for me today. I drank just a little bit of it. And that's all I could take. I was like, oh, I just can't take no more. So I poured that out. I've been drinking water all day long. Now I usually do drink quite a bit of water, but I usually have 2 or 3 cups of coffee with, all the yummy sugar creamer in it. I'll have some slightly sweetened tea. I will have, water. Of course I drink water. Now, today, that's all I've drunk. Water. That's it. Well, I tried these. I don't know how to pronounce them. Lus. It starts with the C, ends with like an X, I think. So we got a little case of those, and my husband's like, "Oh, it's okay," and I don't like. I'm not fond, and I don't know if maybe it's just something I need to keep trying to get my taste buds because I was kind of a little disappointed in it. I was expecting something real fruity tasting, like a pop. That's not what those things are. It's sparkling water with a hint of a little flavoring in it, and that is it. And I'm not a big sparkling water person, so I really didn't like it either. So water's been my best friend today. I do have teas I like. The only thing is you can't have tea. I usually sweeten my teas with honey. You can't have honey. You can't have any kind of sweeteners. No artificial sweeteners, no natural sweeteners, nothing. Nothing to sweeten anything with. The only exception is you can sweeten your food or recipes with a fruit juice, but they don't want you using a bunch of it. And you got to make sure that it's, no sugar added, all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's fun. Breakfast was actually good. I was supposed to make, they have so many. I actually got 3 of these cookbooks. I got the actual Whole30, like this explains everything to you. And I got one for the slow cooker and the Instapot because I got an Instapot for Christmas. And then I got another one that's just the cookbook, and so I'm kind of trying to go through those and find some good recipes, and I have, but one of the recipes I called for, they wanted you can have sausage, but it has to be Whole30 approved sausage. Okay, that is so hard to find. You can have bacon, but it has to be Whole30 approved bacon. Horribly, okay, manufacturers, they think that sugar needs to be in everything. You don't realize you're eating sugar, but you're eating sugar in your sausage and your bacon. I'm like, holy cannoli, okay? So, I did find one, we went to Walmart to shop this time. I found one sausage brand that I had found on a list. I went on Pinterest because I needed help. I'm like, how am I going to find these foods? Pinterest is awesome. I just want to tell you, it's really awesome. It's an awesome help. You got to watch because some people are still putting some things on there that still aren't really Whole30 approved. But it's been a huge help for me. So I found a sausage. It's like chicken and apple sausage, and it's kind of more like the recipe called for ground sausage, and I couldn't find any Whole30 compliant ground sausage, so I just bought like these sausage link things. They're really good, but it didn't work for what I wanted the recipe to be, so I kind of winged it. So we had the sausages. I scrambled some eggs and put them on top of the sausages, and then I threw some avocado on top of that, and it was good. It was good, so I'm not complaining. Lunch was a little harder because yesterday, which would have been Sunday, today's Monday, yesterday, Sunday, I was supposed to go through and prep a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't. This does take a lot of prep work. Takes a lot of thinking. So today for lunch, I kind of scrambled a little bit, but then I came up with a tuna salad. And I ended up making my own balsamic vinaigrette type dressing, which was okay, but not the best. It was totally Whole30 compliant, but when you're used to so much sugar in your salad dressing, yes, there's tons of sugar in your salad dressing. May not seem like there is, but there is, because it's one of the things that makes it taste so good. So, so I had to make a salad dressing with, made sure it didn't have anything in it that it wasn't supposed to. That was okay. I ended up having celery with almond butter with no sugar and no salt added, which actually I kind of really like. I like almond butter, but I didn't realize almond butter had so much sugar in it. It does. But Walmart sold one that had no sugar and no salt added. And it's really good. I really like it, you know. And I'm not going to sit and just eat the jar of it. Obviously, that would not be purposeful, because we all know any kind of nut butter can, you know, nuts are a lot of calories. And this is not about calories. I know that, but I don't want to gain a bunch from eating almond butter. So we had celery, and I threw some almond butter on it and put some raisins on top of it, and that is, you know, a Whole30 compliant snack. You're not really supposed to have snacks. Okay, the one thing that they say is you're supposed to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, that's going to take some time for me, because I'm used to having a snack in the afternoon. And instead of stressing over it, I thought, you know, what if I just found some Whole30 compliant snacks that are still healthy that we can still have, just here and there as we need it. Now, we may get so full on a dinner and not even need a snack in the evening. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I will still need a snack in the evening. I take a lot of medications because of the heart attack and the UC and stuff, and a lot of them say eat with a meal, and I take, it's like 4 of them that I take at night before I go to bed. So I have to have something in my stomach to take them with, because if I take them without anything in my stomach, not a full meal, just something in there to help. If I take it without, I get sick to my stomach. So, and I've thought about trying to move the pills to around dinner time, but that doesn't work, because I'm not always home for dinner, you know. So, and that's a whole other thing. Trying to eat out on this is going to be lovely, but it's possible. So let's see. Okay, so that was my lunch, like totally lunch, got a snack. And then for dinner, I actually made a, it was under the beef dishes, and it was like a beef and sweet potato chili. Now, instead of using ground beef, lamb, or bison like they suggested, I just used my ground turkey, because that's what I have. I used it and then went by mostly the recipe. Now, I think they make it a little hotter than what we would like, because there's some different kind of chilies and stuff they want to put in it. And I just know my family wouldn't eat it that way. So I did alter it a little with the seasonings. We can have an array of seasonings, so that's a plus. But it was really good. It was delicious. So like my husband was like, "Oh my gosh, that was so good." This was chili, and it had ground beef, red peppers, red bell peppers, sweet potatoes, and just Whole30 compliant tomato sauce, tomatoes, onions, garlic, chili powder. I put garlic powder in there, even though I added garlic to it, because I don't know, I just like garlic powder. I want to say that's it, but it was delicious. Delicious. Okay, and then so a little later on, I know I'm going to have a snack. I'm not going to make myself go to bed hungry, because I'm not used to doing that. Plus, I got to take my medicines. So I'm going to grab a fruit or a veggie of some kind and just eat that, and that's going to be my snack for the evening. So that's day one. How do I feel? Well, I'm very tired. And I'm probably doubly tired than what maybe somebody who was on day one feels, because I didn't sleep good last night. Yeah. So I was tired when I woke up tired, so that didn't help. So, but now I'm like really starting to drag. And I'm not so sure if it's because maybe I haven't had my 2 or 3 cups of caffeine that I'm used to. If it's all that, you know, I'm used to sugar getting me through here and there. You know, there's a assortment of reasons. And I have a little bit of a tiny of a headache today. Again, could be caffeine, could be sugar, could be because I'm so tired. Could be. So, that's it. That's day one. Day one of the Whole30. So, and I know I'm probably, and one of the things with this too that kind of scared me about doing it is, you know, you really have to be strict. about what you're putting in your body, which I need to be anyway. I need to learn. I'm hoping this helps me learn good, healthy recipes that I'll want to continue to make along with my good, healthy Daniel plan recipes, and just cook healthier, you know, just be more conscious, there we go, conscious about what I'm putting in my body. I've really let myself go these last couple years now. My mother and my husband and my sons all think I'm absolutely beautiful the way I am, and that's great. I do have actually a pretty good I think I'm a beautiful person too. I just do. I have, you know, a good amount of confidence, but my body is not in the shape that I've imagined it would be at this age. I am going to put on here, I am 43 years old. So, yeah, didn't imagine myself being in this shape. I had a baby, you know, David, but that was 14 years ago. I did, like I said, we was on that seesaw diet. Lose the weight, gain the weight. Lose the weight, gain the weight. So, I've lost his weight, I've gained weight back. It's not baby fat. I mean, he's 14. The baby fat's gone. But I think after him, I did have a harder time. And I do have a food addiction. I'm not like trying to be funny about that. I'm not trying to make light on it. I am addicted to food. I will eat when I'm happy. I will eat when I'm sad. I will eat when I'm mad. I will eat when I'm bored. I will eat when I'm not bored. I will eat because it smells good. I will eat because it looks good. I will eat because somebody asked me, hey, you want some of this? I can't turn food down. So I'm like, heck yeah, bring it on over. I'll eat some of it. Yeah, so that's another goal, is I want to have a healthier relationship with food and realize that, you know, I'm not saying you can never have anything. You can't have that Twinkie or that Little Debbie. But do I need to eat the whole box? No, I don't. And I have a problem with that, is when we have them in my house, and they're so small, just a small little cake. Oh, so good. And I'll eat one, then I'll eat another. Oh, I'll just eat one more because they're so small. Before I know it, half the box is gone. And then I'm trying to offer him, hey, David, you want a Little Debbie? Because my son don't even snack as much as I think I do. And my husband's kind of, I don't know if he'll admit it, but he's kind of the same way. He can't stop at just one. You know, it's like a Lay's commercial. He can't just eat one. So, yeah. So I think this is going to be good for both of us. Anyway, I've rambled on like way too long about this. So I am doing the Whole30. I do want to put on here, though, I'm not sponsored by the Whole30. They're not paying me to do this. I'm just putting it on here because I'm going to do it. And when I thought about doing it, I was curious. So I looked up other people that were doing it, and it kind of helped. So just here to maybe help somebody else. All right. Well, I'm going to stop rambling on. If you want to see more updates, don't forget. Actually, I'm not even going to put that on this one because I'm going to loop this one with tomorrow's. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.